Jobs report. It is a very strong one for the Trump economy. CNN chief business correspondent Christine Romans is here. Big number.
It is another big number. I mean, it shows that employers are aggressively hiring still, continue to hire aggressively. I can show you what the job growth looks like over the past year. 228,000 net new jobs this most recent month. You can see October was 240 some. That's bouncing back after those hurricanes in September. So that's a pretty good picture of just how strong the economy is. You look in the sectors, healthcare up 30,000. These are a broad array of jobs. Some of them pay very, very well. Business services, again, a highly paid sector of the economy in many cases. Manufacturing up 31,000. That's a very strong number for manufacturing. And even construction entering the fall. Construction up 23,000 net new jobs there. Those sometimes tend to be higher paid jobs. When we look at wages, up about 2.5%. If you look at overall weekly paychecks, those grew about 3%, Poppy, but that's because people are working more hours. So that's a little bit of caution in the wage front. We still haven't seen wages off to the races yet. But when I dig into these numbers, I see fewer discouraged workers, fewer marginalized workers, fewer underemployed, all these numbers going in the right direction.
They are. So here's what I'm fascinated by, Romans, this morning. For the last 3 decades, it has been the economy, stupid, right?
Yes,
ever since President Bill Clinton. And when presidents are president during a strong economy, they can sustain a lot, like impeachment proceedings, right? But if you look at the new Pew numbers this morning, President Trump has a 32% approval rating, the lowest we've seen for him. Why the disconnect this time when the economy is just doing remarkably well?
It's fascinating. It's fascinating. A mirror image of stock market and job market gains and the president's approval rating. And that's a perfect mirror image when you look at those. One reason might be this, Poppy, and I can show you. The last 10 months of the Obama administration, about 1.86 million jobs were created. The first 10 months of the Trump administration, 1.7. So is there really a big change in how people feel about the labor market? I mean, these are strong jobs numbers, no question, but they were a little bit stronger last year, so it's been a trend that is intact. There's also this risk that when the president goes out and talks about the job market and the Trump economy and takes credit for it, people who may not feel it and certainly don't feel it in their paychecks, I just told you, wages only up about 2.5%, that doesn't feel so great. They might wonder, wait a minute, if you're crowing about the economy and I'm not getting it in my paycheck yet, is that really justified? Another thing, we're told that this tax reform for tax cuts for companies are supposed to unleash growth in the economy. Yet we see a strong labor market already. We see, you know, the GDP, economic growth is growing. So do we really need to unleash growth for companies if the labor market is already doing well and the stock market too? A lot of big questions there.